The Eidolon. 'Twas at a nameless hour of night, when fancies in dareless flight about the silence sleeper reel, and through his mindless vision steal, when flesh upon its earthly bed sprawls corpse-like and untenanted, vacant a soul which freely flies through worlds unknown to waking eyes. The horned moon above the spire with ghastly grace was crawling higher, and in the pallid struggling beams grinned memories of ancient dreams. Aloft in heaven each starry sign flickered fantastic and malign, whilst voices from the gaping deep bade me assuage my woes in sleep. As seen one night in chill November, I shall through many a year remember. Beneath another moon I espied a bleak and barren countryside, where spectral shadows darkly crept o'er moorland mounds, where dead things slept. The beckoning moonlight wanly played on forms unusual and ill-made, aerial forms from strange dominions, hither and thither borne on pinions, that fluttered as in feverish quest up some far land of light and rest. In this dark throng my sigh could trace beings from all ethereal space, a sentient chaos gathered here from every immemorial sphere, yet of one mind with ardor rife, define the Eidolon called life. The murky moon, a diamond eye, drunkly winking in the sky, flew on and on above the plain, and drew my spirit in its train. I saw a mountain coronate with cities populous and great, whose habitants a mighty number lay hid in deep nocturnal slumber, so that the moon for long dim hours leered on lone streets and silent towers. Fair beyond words the mountain stood, its base encircled by a wood. Adown its side a brooklet bright ran dancing in the spectral light. Each city that adorned its crest seemed anxious to outvie the rest, for carven columns, domes, and fanes gleamed rich and lovely o'er the plains. And now the moon and heaven stood still, as if no more foreboding ill, whereat the throngs aerial knew that life at last was in their view, that the fair mount each gazed upon was life, the long-sought Eidolon. But lo, what rays the scene illumine as dawn intrudes upon the gloom! The east is hideous with the flare of blood-hued light, a garish glare, while ghastly gray the mountain stands, the terror of the neighboring lands. A cursed wood of twisted trees waves awful talons in the breeze, and down the slope the oozing stream reflects the day with shocking gleam. Aloft the sky the light of knowledge crawls, staining the crumbling city walls, through which in troops ungainly squirm the fetid lizard and the worm. White leprous marble in the light shews sculptures that repel and fright, and many a temple hints the sin and blasphemy that reign within. O powers of light and space, and Eidolon is life with such foul horrors laden. Pray hide no more the wondrous plan, but shew the living glory, man. Now on the streets the houses spew a loathsome pestilence, a crew of things I cannot dare not name, so vile their form, so black their shame. And in the sky the leering sun laughs at the havoc he hath done, nor pities the vague forms that flee back to the night eternally. O moonlit, mound-marked moor of death, renew thy reign, thy lethal breath is balm Elysian to the soul that sees the light and knows the whole. I sought to join the winged train that plunge into the dusk again, but horror eating at my mind held my poor, faltering steps behind. In dreams I fain would flee the day, too late, for I have lost the way. It's important to allow your dreams a space for something better than life, but not an escapism, a continuation of yourself on the per se right path. Graven images are pretty powerful for violating the rules of religion, but religion is known for these graven images at the same time. So that's an interesting thing there, because, now not all paths have the whole graven image thing as considered as serious of a commandment, but there's more than that. You look at a lot of the church art, it contains hints of stuff that doesn't have Christian origins, or a lot of it is stuff that is focused on because it was one of the things that the people took part in. But are you going to be full of soul, or